morning. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all back to New Delhi at the 12th FTTH APAC Conference. Over the 2 days of the conference, you'll get to hear from the experts across the globe, sharing case studies, latest trends and technologies, fiber's role.
Pacific, established in 2005 after the success of our sister organization in the United States and Europe. When we trying to educate the people in the industry and also the normal people, ordinary people, to accelerate the realization of the society backed by the ICT technologies. When we had the first conference here in India, it was 2011, and coincidentally, this was the year the mobile industry.
Fixed lines, they forgot these copper lines and the pots, as they say, plain old telephone system. We just forgot about them. And we, went mobile, and that has been a wonderful revolution. There's no doubt about it. And, all of us celebrate the work which our country has done. And we are a very vibrant mobile market. In terms of customers, we are number 2 in the world. And that's not a mean achievement. And mobile companies, they have done really wonderful work to make India connected.
Sterlite. Ankit is Director of Telecom Products for Sterlite. He joined Sterlite in 2007 and he heads up the Telecom Products Division. And he has had more than 10 years experience in the telecom industry, and he's responsible for identifying and executing strategic opportunities for his company globally.
I know I'll work with him. Right? And some other interesting areas that we thought would be are important in our.
The other is efficient installation and operation. To realize it, it's very important to standardize business processes and utilize the
service. Our networks are actually now being built out to service 8K, the development of 8K service, because we see 4K as fairly standard in our particular marketplace. Also, we see new services emerging.
He's been doing. So, Mr. Tyagi, from a CDOT perspective, what is your roadmap to delivering internet to urban and rural areas? And maybe, let's concentrate on the rural first. We'll talk about urban later on.
Yeah, thank you for focusing on rural, because that's where my answer would have been, we require in rural before we require in urban, because 80% of the world is trying to solve the problem of 20% of the people who have no problem.
But you're going to see it, right? It is a conspicuous kind of application. The compact drops, a little bit smaller.
So where you see you have FTTH infrastructure, but FTTA can also be complementary to the FTTH as well. So both can go on the same fiber, and you can actually feed the cells the extra capacity with the fiber. And then the cable design, high fiber count cable, ribbon kind of design.
But there would be the single solution for any situation, for any scenario, but a multitude of them. And yeah, okay, it's a business case that you need to optimize, and you know how to do that. Thanks for your attention.
Yeah, I think it is excellent presentation. A question and answer we will take in, toward the end, because I have now 5 minutes left and I have
basically, who do you think are the ecosystem partners in building the cashless payments? You already mentioned that telecommunications will be a backbone for building the cashless payments because of the digital payments are to be seamless. The same way, who else would you think will be? The copper network and directly go with the greenfield fiber network? That kind of decision was missing. The leadership was missing over there. So, having said that, these are the challenges. Of course, there are other key challenges, but these are the four different key challenges when I club together some of the areas.
Or multiple dwelling buildings. These are the numbers. But this can be reduced by making infrastructure sharing. This is the cost when there is no sharing and nothing is available there. With this same for operational cost also. So what actually we did in last, as a government or as a regulator, what we did in last maybe.
I have a very brief presentation. Most of you are experts in FTTH, and you would probably be aware of the project that Singapore did around 10 years ago for nationwide broadband. So I'm going to focus a little bit on the regulatory aspects of that, and then hopefully leave a lot of time for questions and answers. So I'll try and do this in 5 minutes.
What is the fiber quality? And DSM does fiber coating. So please check the fiber coating quality also. And each and every fiber has a coating also.
FTTH rollout, I mean Japan, 52 million, and South Korea, 18 million. And the good surprise is to see a nation from the Southeast Asia now being in this ranking of the top country, I mean Indonesia, with 13 million home passed. It can be observed also that 10 countries are today counting more than 1 million home passed. This is the case here.
And that's important because when he's talking about best practices, he's looking at local and state situations. And some of the biggest impediments are now under local control. And I'm talking about things like access to poles, ducts, and conduit. I very much enjoyed hearing
additional national broadband deployment in Bahrain and Kuwait. And we have some rumors in Lebanon about some new initiatives from the ministry for their new digital vision for 2022.
Zimbabwe as well. The reason why Zimbabwe has got lots of FTTH is because a guy called Strive Masiwe is one of the personal investors in a company called Liquid.